You talked a bit about your personal life, so I'm just going to ask a tiny bit about one of the sexiest men alive in People magazine.
Yeah, that's my man.
What'd you think when you heard that?
You know, it was very charming. I think for me, I am beyond proud to know that there is someone in the world that deeply cares about every tiny detail about who I am. And to have someone support me, encourage me, inspire me, and motivate me, it brings me a joy. And more than anything, he's just my best friend. And I'm really, really lucky. So, yeah.
The moment Selena Gomez smiled, leaned into the microphone, and quietly admitted, "I'm the happiest I've ever been," the internet practically exploded. What was supposed to be another sweet and intimate moment on Benny Blanco's podcast suddenly turned into one of the most talked-about celebrity conversations of the week. Fans dissected every word, every glance, every laugh between the couple. But while Selena's supporters celebrated the emotional confession, another corner of social media completely lost control: Justin Bieber fans. Within minutes, clips from the podcast were everywhere. TikTok edits flooded timelines. Twitter threads spiraled into chaos. Comment sections turned into emotional battlegrounds. Some fans called Selena's statement beautiful and healing, while others insisted it was somehow a subtle jab at her past relationship with Justin Bieber. And honestly, that reaction says everything about how deeply invested people still are in a relationship that ended years ago. During the podcast, Benny Blanco and Selena appeared more comfortable than ever. There was no dramatic setup, no overproduced moment engineered to go viral. The conversation felt natural, warm, and surprisingly vulnerable. Benny joked with Selena throughout the episode, asking her about everything from her daily routines to the little things that make her feel safe and peaceful these days. That's when the conversation shifted. Benny asked Selena what happiness looks like for her now compared to a few years ago. The room went quiet for a second before Selena smiled in a way fans immediately noticed online. "I think for the first time in a long time," she said softly, "I'm genuinely the happiest I've ever been." That one sentence instantly became headline material. But it wasn't just what she said. It was how she said it. Fans pointed out that Selena looked calm, grounded, and emotionally secure. There was no sadness behind her smile. No hesitation. No carefully rehearsed celebrity answer. She sounded like someone who had finally found peace after years of public heartbreak, media pressure, and constant speculation surrounding her personal life. As expected, social media detectives immediately connected the comment to Justin Bieber. For years, Selena and Justin's relationship dominated pop culture. Their on-again, off-again romance became one of the most analyzed celebrity relationships of an entire generation. Fans watched their highs, their breakups, their emotional reunions, and eventually their final split play out under an unforgiving spotlight. Even now, years later, people still compare every move Selena makes to Justin's current life with Hailey Bieber. That's why Selena's statement hit so hard online. Many listeners interpreted her words as confirmation that she has emotionally moved on from that chapter completely. And while Selena never mentioned Justin by name during the podcast, fans quickly filled in the blanks themselves. Some Bieber fans reacted emotionally, accusing the internet of trying to rewrite history or make Justin look like the villain. Others argued Selena deserves to speak openly about her happiness without everything becoming connected to her ex. Meanwhile, supporters of Selena and Benny flooded social media with messages celebrating how healthy their relationship appears. One viral comment read, "You can literally see the peace on her face with Benny." Another fan posted, "This is the first relationship where Selena doesn't look emotionally exhausted." The reactions kept escalating as more clips surfaced from the episode. At one point, Benny admitted he feels protective of Selena because of everything she's endured publicly over the years. He explained that what matters most to him is making sure she feels emotionally safe and supported. That moment especially sent fans into meltdown mode. People immediately began comparing Benny's quiet and affectionate energy to the chaos that often surrounded Selena and Justin's highly publicized relationship in the past. Some fans praised Benny for appearing emotionally mature and stable, while others felt the comparisons were unfair to Justin. Still, the internet kept spiraling. TikTok creators began analyzing Selena's body language frame by frame. Relationship experts jumped into the conversation. Even celebrity gossip pages started calling this Selena's healing era. What shocked many fans most was how relaxed Selena seemed throughout the entire conversation. For years, interviews involving her personal life often felt tense or guarded. She carefully avoided certain topics and looked visibly uncomfortable whenever old relationships were brought up. But on Benny's podcast, she looked different, lighter, happier, and fans noticed immediately. One clip in particular gained millions of views overnight after Benny jokingly told Selena, "You deserve every good thing now," causing her to laugh and look visibly emotional for a moment. That tiny interaction became one of the most discussed moments online because it felt authentic. No scripted Hollywood performance. No dramatic publicity stunt. Just two people who genuinely seem comfortable together. Of course, the internet being the internet, things quickly became messy. Some Justin Bieber fans pushed back hard against the narrative forming online. They argued that Selena's happiness shouldn't automatically become an attack on Justin's marriage or personal life. Others accused media outlets of intentionally fueling old fan wars for clicks and engagement. And they may not be entirely wrong. Celebrity culture has always thrived on emotional comparisons, especially when it comes to famous exes. The moment one person appears happier, fans immediately turn it into a competition. Who won the breakup? Who moved on better? Who looks happier now? But the truth is probably much simpler. Selena Gomez sounded like someone who has finally reached emotional peace. That's it. And after everything she has openly shared over the years, health struggles, public scrutiny, heartbreak, anxiety, and intense media attention, many fans feel she deserves this chapter of happiness without endless comparisons to her past. Benny Blanco also deserves credit for the atmosphere he created during the podcast. Instead of trying to manufacture viral moments, he gave Selena space to speak honestly. Their chemistry felt natural, playful, and emotionally grounded in a way fans aren't used to seeing from celebrity couples.